Memories of a Lake by Helen Carter, Curaville, 2500. Narrated by Chloe Schwank. Twinkling sunlight dances across a tidal lake, out of season, abandoned. Diesel fumes, the chug-chug of a single timber boat, ripples fanning out, nudge the shoreline. Vacant wooden picnic tables with concrete feet, white paint flaking. Christmas break. Lawns mown, cabins cleaned, roads repaired. Hopeful pelicans lining a turpentine jetty. Tired city holidaymakers make the long drive, intrude the area. Some with weekend shacks, others camping in the council-run caravan park, overlooking the lake. Frowsy women, singleted men, sit in collapsible chairs, at ease, gossiping, drinking beer. Children running, laughter and freedom, rolling down sandhills, repeat, repeat. Exploring the lake's edge from point to general store, past quaint unpainted cottages, unfenced, open to all comers. Mum and Dad, one-time city dwellers, bona fide locals, very nearly, join the throng at the lake, 5 of us in tow. No pulling hair, secret punches, or accidentally tripping each other. Willingly, cheerfully squashing together in a Holden HD panel van. Brady Bunch, eat your heart out. Boats for hire, time-worn dinghies and orange plastic canoes upturned on thick kikuyu grass. Dad rowing, sweating, straining, kids hanging off the stern, pulling up legs to avoid lice-ridden seagrass. Mum staying behind to read Daphne du Maurier, a rare break from boisterous family carry-ons. Devon sandwiches with tomato sauce, cheese slices, homegrown blood plums and lemonade in plastic cups. Can we stay a bit longer? Please, please? Midsummer, moonlit, low tide. Kerosene lanterns decorate the lake. A children's fantasy land. Wading in warm water, sand squishing between toes. Giggling, prawn nets swooping, too slow, too fast. Locals and holidaymakers alike, instant camaraderie. Catches shared, stories told. Mum and Dad relaxed, absorbed, in the moment. Progress meanders its way around the lake. Nearby towns develop and populations increase. Community cohesion tested. Small town squabbles flourish as local tribes evolve. Lakeside locals. Weekends spent flopped on fold-up chairs, backs to the lake, smoking ciggies, cask wine drinking, slurring TAB phone bets, bemoaning losses at the bolo. Potheads. Haunt well-known hidey holes, slumped on velour beanbags with smoke fug, chilling zombie-like. All-night parties, soaring, snoring, boring. Fee collectors. Hidden down an overgrown track, patrol a privately owned picnic spot. Strange rituals and mystery abound, water-skiing Santas and secret handshakes. Supine teenage girls festoon the lake, working on tans in terry-toweling bikinis, crocheted minis, cheesecloth tops and velvet hot pants, oblivious to skin cancers, on the lookout for Saturday night prospects. And the teen girls' catch of the day, weekend surfies. Long bleached blonde hair, zinced nose, wearing boardies. Aloof, focused, arrogant, ignoring the lake, strutting out past the point to the surf. Mum and Dad watching on, concerned as children confront their teenage years, navigating friendships, relationships and high school dramas. Late nights, clubbing, parties, drugs and alcohol. The ebb and flow takes a toll. Nerves tested, as one by one children mature, leaving for better prospects, education, careers, new friends and lovers. Years of early morning chaos, readying children for school, ferrying to weekend sports, those first driving lessons and late-night vigils, evaporate, seemingly overnight. The once isolated lake, known to few, is unmasked. Dusty roads asphalted, curbs paved, cement boat ramp installed. Swarming seasonal visitors outnumber the locals. Cafes, pubs, and clubs prosper. Traffic fraught, locals bunker down while village renters turfed out for lucrative summer lettings accept their lot. Children with city jobs, some married, some with offspring of their own, restricted to Easter, Christmas, and occasional weekend breaks, join a burgeoning city exodus to make a trip on the patchwork highway back home. Dad spending more time with mates at the club. At home, Mum waits, knitting, cooking, sewing, chewing fingernails. The chosen lifestyle by the lake exacts a price. Parents trust that memories of Lake Island picnics, summer swims, and homespun anecdotes are enough to draw children back. Gradually, Mum and Dad adapt, revitalized, freed from parental responsibility. Retirement beckons. Time at last to enjoy the boundless beauty of the lake. Tea trees, scribbly gums, remnant cedar groves, bush orchids and thriving wildlife, wallaroos, blue-tongue lizards, swamp hens, and elegant white ibises. Dad, early mornings fishing in his tinny. Water laps the boat, gently rocking it. The distant roar of the surf the only sound. A breath of fresh air, a drag of cigarette. So much serenity. Mum wanders the lake shoreline, dipping her toe in here and there to check the temperature. Winking sunbeams tussle across the lake's surface. A pelican glides overhead, ascending to the clouds before heading north. A morning dip to refresh the soul. A lifetime later, 40 years or more. Mum and Dad gone, the caravan park closed, a childhood memory tainted by privatized foreshores and crown lands sold to the highest bidder. Shorelines fenced and gated communities built. Locals and day trippers alike left paying to enter someone else's idea of paradise. Bloated holiday makers with eco-friendly pretense. Visit their summer palaces, powerboats moored, tranquility no more. And without warning, maybe in response, dark clouds gather and nature has its say. Howling wind, birds dropping from an ominous sky, sparks falling like rain. A firestorm. Homes destroyed and lives lost. A forest of trees never to regrow. The intense blaze overwhelming. Gluttonous developers lick their lips, with more cleared land to feed upon. The last vestiges of this idyll seemingly lost forever. But hope hovers, like a kestrel searching the ground for prey. An aged wooden shack on stilts and a faded boats for hire sign on a crumbling shed become symbols of endurance. Battle-weary inhabitants emerge from disaster and trauma, resolute, looking for answers. Willing to make change. Wanting to make change. Native trees replanted. Boardwalks built over fragile dunes. Nature is acknowledged, encouraged. Sitting at a wooden picnic table, newly painted, glistening white, surrounded by lush green, voices, laughter recalled. The annual family Christmas get-together, a pilgrimage to the lake in memory of Mum and Dad, Nan and Pop. Ancient she-oaks whisper, framing a view of the lake, cleansed and refreshed, tidal pool subdued. The lake remains still. The end.